Hey, how's it going, beautiful people? Welcome back to another episode of Not So Good Advice. For me, the host, Lou Bloom, gives you, the beautiful people, well, not so good advice. Disclaimer. I have to say all the time, this is the 14th episode, I believe. The 14th episode. This is not legal advice. This is not professional advice. This is strictly only, well, for comedic purposes and entertainment only. You should not be taking this literal. And if you do, well, let us know how it goes. Like, comment, subscribe, send an email. NotSoGoodAdvice19@gmail.com. I'm dying to know. We're all dying to know. Did it work for you? Did it not work for you? Did it go bad? Did it go good? Did you win the golden ticket and your most powerful dreams beyond your magical dreams you could ever imagine? Did it happen to you or did it not? Let us know. We're dying to know. Well, this is, the 14th episode. And, we got some juicy ones today. We got a lot of juicy ones today for you folks, okay? A lot of them. We got a lot of weird ones too. And I have to remind you guys, this is a safe space. So, strictly, you can ask me anything. Good questions, bad questions, personal questions, not personal questions, and I'll answer it to the best of my ability. And I have to give you another disclaimer. Whatever comes out of my mouth, whatever comes out, is not true. Do not believe it. Don't even take it with 2 cents. Take it with a grain of salt. And, I guess just enjoy. Let me look right here at my handy dandy, the email. The emails that I do have. And the first one goes, what should I do? I live with my younger brother and mom. I know she's bringing men into our house, sometimes to hook up. It bothered me the first time I realized because of the obvious danger, but I didn't think my younger brother knew. He just texted me saying he saw her hiding a man and heard him come in. I'm going to move out in a year, but my brother is 13. What should I do? Should I tell our dad, who's very much in the picture, or just not who we live with? Well, before I answer that question, let me just take a quick drink. So, that's a good question, actually. That's a real good question. I haven't got this before, but this is actually the first time I'm answering this. Wow. For the guys listening, maybe you've been that man getting snuck into the house of a single mom. And maybe you are that son listening. Maybe you are that son that's maybe a stranger is being snuck into your house because of your mom. To be honest, if I have to answer that seriously, I would have to say I'd probably have to say, talk to your mom first. Talk to your mom. Let her know. Obviously, the older brother, right? You gotta let her know, hey, mom, I know you're dating. I know you're seeing other men. I know you're looking for love. But don't you think maybe you should be going on her first few dates before you bring him home? Hey, maybe she did. Maybe she's been out with him 15 times. You're just not seeing him because you're not really involved in her love life. That could be a real reason. That's what I would say. Talk to her. And come on. A lot of people, they send these emails, they send these questions. All you really have to do is sit down and talk like an adult. Nowadays, people don't talk. They're quick to the action. They're just quick to, react. So, I would say to sit down and talk to her. And if she's still not getting the message, or if you feel like nothing's happening, well then, maybe you should talk to your dad. That's my honest opinion. On to the next question, shall we? I was about to get married back in September. My fiance cheated on me and is now in a new relationship. I don't know what to do. Oh, man. Man. This one hurts already. This one hurts just reading this. But let's get into the nitty gritty. Like the title says, I'm a 34-year-old dude and was cheated on by my 32-year-old fiance. Oh, I was with her for 6 years total, 3 years engaged. Supposed to get married a few months ago. The week of the marriage, I found out about her affair and I had to call off the wedding. Damn. She took thousands of dollars of items from the house shortly after and I haven't seen her in months. She's now in a new relationship and I'm just now getting hit with all of this. I was numb the first few months. Now I'm really fucking mad. I just feel anger and I can't sleep. Damn. I don't want to hurt myself or anyone, but I just keep getting bad thoughts of plotting revenge and that's not me. Yeah, don't do that now. I don't want to get even. I just want to get better. This is my second time in life dealing with heartbreak like this. I could really use some solid advice right now. I'm hurt inside. I sat in my car numb for an hour before I came inside my house today. I feel worthless right now. Well, buddy, you came to the right place, 'cause I got some advice for you. The first thing I wanna do is I want to take it in. I want to take it all in with you because trust me, I've been there. I've never been married or engaged or my fiance never left me, but I've been there with you, brother. I am you and you are me and we are together in this. So I just want to say I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart. I'm sorry. And my brother, damn. See, why okay, let's be fair. I don't know who she is. Maybe you just picked a very, 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 very bad apple from the bunch. Maybe your judgment is fucking way off. But, I mean, assuming it's not off and she's just an evil person. And, just assuming she's naturally born evil. NBE is what I like to say. NBE. And, she just really did that to you. Let's face it. You guys were together for 6 years, and she probably had him on the side the whole time, because that's what a lot of people do. I'm not going to specifically point out who does this, but we know who does this shit. We know who be doing this shit. By the way, I'm feeling very festive if you couldn't tell. Damn, it always happens during the holidays, man. It always happens during the holidays. It sucks. I know. So, you're right. Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt anyone else. Just get better. And revenge, what are you going to do? I mean, you're not married yet, so you weren't married, so it's not infidelity, right? Shit. Like, was there signs about this? Was there signs that this was going to happen? Or was did it happen out of the blue? But we all know she probably had that guy on the side, just waiting. She was probably involved with him during your guys' relationship. That probably was what happened. And honestly, that kind of always happens. For some reason, the ladies, they like to mentally detach during the relationship. I think it's just a survival tactic, that goes back way back in the day. It goes back way. And they always detach. So they'll be like the quarter of the relationship towards the end, they'll mentally, emotionally, physically, well, not physically, but spiritually, they just detach. And towards the end, they're just like, oh, I don't care. I've been gone. My mind it was gone. And you're left there like, what the fuck, babe? What the fuck? And it's true, you're left there. Why? Because, one, men were kind of dumb. Two, I feel like naturally, if you're raised right, and if you do everything you're supposed to do, even if you're raised wrong, it's within us. It's just not woken up. But naturally, men are there for the long haul. Men are rocks, and men will be, they'll be there working and just providing, and for the long haul, no matter what. even if the relationship sucks or they're not happy. Well, nowadays the world's all upside down and fucked up, so a lot of men don't do that anymore. But there's also a lot that do. My advice, brother, hermano, hermao, I would say, just, get with the community, get with your dad, get with your cousins or your brothers, and really, like, even see a therapist, bro. Like, if you don't, the same thing happened with me, man. Not exactly the same, but the same as in, like, when I went through my heartbreak, I was fine the first week, 2, 3 weeks, and then, like, the second or third month, that shit hurt. Boy, that shit hurt. That shit hurted. And eventually you get over it. But you're no spring chicken. I mean, you're not old, but you're 34, 33, which is like you're not old, but you're on your way to middle life. And you still got a lot of time, and I hope you're doing everything good, so you should be established with you financially, career-wise. Yeah, I mean, oh man, it's just, this breaks my heart reading this because it's real life and this really happens. I mean, and my prayers go out to you. I'll pray for you tonight. Let's just pray right now. Let's just pray right now, shall we? Shall we? Shall we? Dear Lord, let's pray for our brother who sent in this email, who is going through this crazy heartbreak and has been stolen from this witch. She took off with thousands of dollars worth of stuff, and she took a piece of his heart, a piece of his soul, and she ran off with another guy. She ran off with a silly Billy. And God, Lord, Buddha, Karma, Universe, Muhammad, and everyone else, Sun God, Chak, Tlaloc, Quetzalcoatl, Osiris, and everyone else that I haven't named, please give him the strength to move on and leave this in his past. And when she comes back, when the evilness comes back into his life and tries to come back into his life, give him the strength to turn the other cheek and not wish hatred on her, but forgive her. And he could move on to better things. Amen. Amen. So that is, a lot of you guys think I'm playing, but that is a real prayer that I'm sending out to him, because life is tough. Life is tough. Love is tough. And I mean, at the same time, it's a good reminder to let you know that you're living, baby. You are living. You're smack dab in the middle of it, and you're alive. So, feel free to reach out again if you have any more questions or you need another prayer. Okay. This title goes, my son is 19. He is he's in a deep situation, and I don't know what to do. Lately, my son has been very distressed, down and sad. He doesn't enjoy going to school the same way, and he has lost interest in sports, training, etc. One afternoon, after asking him to measure his height and realizing that he said he was 5'7", he began to cry heartlessly with his hands on his head and shouting, "If this was meant to be, it wouldn't be I would not have been born." What? What? Every dinner we have together, he never shows a willingness to talk. Always with his head down, his eyes reddened with sadness. When I try to question what's going on and what's the problem with his height, saying that it's a very normal height, he feels offended and says that his height is shit, and says that his height is highly destroyed on social media as well as at school by some colleagues, both boys and girls, even saying that there are girls who rejected him because of his height. In this sense, my son seems like a hard shell, completely obsessed and stressed about his height. What should I do to have the happy child I once had again? Oh wow, that's gonna make me cry. I feel lost and he himself says he will never feel 100% happy and unhabituated due to your height. uninhabited due to your height. Sorry, I can barely read. Well, damn. Well, you're 19, so what? You're in college? Okay. Unless the sport you're trying to get into is basketball, you shouldn't really be tripping because basketball, if you're 5'7", good luck, buddy. But you can still wrestle. You can still do MMA. That's a really good one. Jiu-jitsu, soccer, fujibol. You can get into that. Golf is a good one. Baseball. But in regards to your height, yeah, bro, you're probably honestly basically the same height as me. I might be a little bit taller, just a little bit. We're basically the same height. And yes, I felt some type of way sometimes too. But that's just the name of the game. Some people, they're born with things. Everyone's born with things, actually. Some people are born with money. And, some people are born with good looks like me. Very good looking man. Very good looks. Some people are born with muscles like me. Very good looking muscles. Some people are born with, charisma and charm like me. The charisma and charm is very good looking within me. Some people are born with heart like a lion like me. A very beautiful lion heart I have. Some people are born, yes, with height. Not like me. Not like me. I wasn't born with beautiful height, unfortunately. But you and me, we're basically the same height. And if you really, sometimes, not all the time, it's like maybe once in my life I fell down above my height. But that was in elementary. And one thing that I still do it to this day to make me feel better about my height would be I'm a tall, short guy. That's what I always say. So if we got lined up, me and a bunch of short guys, we all got lined up, including you now. If we all got lined up against the wall, right? We all got lined up. Me and you, buddy. Me and you, pal. We would be the tallest. We would be the tallest of the short guys. We'd be like, oh, shorty. And then when after they go towards the tall people, that's us. That's us. We're the tall ones. We're the tall ones. Okay? That's it. Plain and simple. We're the tall, short guys. We'd be at the end of the line. So we're not short. But, we're the tall, short guys. That's what I would say. It always makes me feel better. So what I'm trying to say here is we're all born with stuff. And yes, the tall guys, sometimes the girls look at them first. And then they realize that most of them, they're stupid as freak. They're dumb. And if you're a tall guy listening to this, look, I'm not hating on you, but you're dumb. You're dumb. Okay? And honestly, yes, the girls look at them first, but then they realize they ain't shit, and then they look at us. But this is the thing. We are all born with beautiful things. Okay? We're all gifted with beautiful things. You just have to lean into it, right? If you're rich, lean into being rich. If you're tall, they lean into being tall. If you're short, you can't really lean into being short, but we have to lean into the things we have. If you're short, maybe you got a pretty face, maybe you're good at talking, maybe you're rich, lean into that shit. Maybe you're very athletic, or you can be short and very muscular, lean into that shit. You got to find ways to make yourself happy and, learn to get the ladies, to win the love. Learn to excel and get leverage in life is what I'm saying, basically. Learn to do that because, yes, the ladies look at them first maybe, but that's when we have to train and do drills and really learn how to get ahead in life. We have to, learn how to do backflips and learn magic and be funny and learn 6 instruments and, learn how to be rich. It's motivation. It really is. Because think about it. Someone who's born tall versus someone who's born short. They go throughout life, right? The tall person, not with everything, but sometimes he gets things a little easier sometimes, right? You might get things a little harder. So you're going to have to work harder. But at the end of it, who will succeed more? It's all about work ethic. You and I will be born with, or will naturally have, to work harder. So we'll have that work ethic, the fire in us to get whatever we want. Me, that hasn't stopped me at all. Only thing that stopped me was joining the NBA. And even then I was so close to joining that shit. But then fucking LeBron James' son fucking took that draft from me. But I have no hard feelings towards him. The kid deserved it. Okay? Good luck, brother. On to the next one. Ooh, this title goes, I accidentally found out my dad is gay. So I was helping my dad with his phone. He's not tech savvy at all. Oh, God. I know what's happening. I know what's coming up. Damn. I noticed you had the Grinder app. I noticed you had the Grinder app or whatever it is, and my heart just broke. No issues with LGBT plus. Nah, of course. I am an ally. Community is just a never in a million years would have thought my dad, the man, was that way. Whoa, brother, I know. We come from a really strict Catholic background. My parents divorced ages ago, and I never understood why. But now it all makes sense. My mom doesn't know, and my dad has never told anyone besides me now, only because I found out. So he hasn't told you. You were snooping around. Well, I guess you accidentally found out. Weirdly, I always had a strange feeling he was. I just don't know how I'm going to hold this secret, and I don't know how to process this. I love him so much, and I don't want to lose him over this. It's just a lot to take in, and I'm shook up right now. Okay, bro. I ought to be shook up too. And what do you mean you're going to lose him? Of course you're not going to lose him. He's your dad. He's your papa. And he will always be your dad. That doesn't change anything. It doesn't change anything at all. Okay? He's still the man who had you. He's still the man that knocked up your mom. He's still the man that will give his life and protect you no matter what. And he probably has, as a baby, he raised you. So you're not going to lose him, bro. But I get it. You probably feel uncomfortable and weird about this. But who knows? What if he accidentally downloaded it because he thought it was Tinder? Maybe he saw Tinder and he downloaded Grindr thinking it was the same thing. Maybe he thought it was a Bitcoin app. I don't know. Or maybe the man's gay. Maybe he's just curious. Who I don't know. The point is, that's none of your business. That's his love life and his personal life. Who knows what he's going through? Who knows? Time out. How old are you? You didn't put your age in. But let's say you're 18 and up, or 19 and up, or even older. Would it be better? If he really was that way, I would always offer, hey, I'm here for you, Dad. Hey, Dad, how's it going, Dad? Hey, you want to talk about anything, Dad? That's what I would say. And yeah, I mean, I get it. You'd probably be shooken up. This is probably weird, and you probably feel not the same. But that's life, baby. People change, feelings change, seasons change. It is what it is. That's just what happens in this game called life. There's been a lot of awkward situations with me in my life, and I found myself in places or scenarios where it's like, whoa, I never thought this would happen to me or people close to me. But it did, and it kind of seems scary or weird at first, but then after time, you realize everyone's human. I'm human, you're human, he's human, and we're just living life. We all see life in our own personal perspective, in our own way, and based off our own experiences and judgment, we go off with it. I had a friend like this that I think he thought his dad was kind of gay or something like that. In the same situation with you, he just didn't find the Grindr thing, but I think later on his dad ended up getting married to finding another woman and getting married to a woman. I mean, his son was already older, out of the house, but his son, as in my friend, was already out of the house. But it is what it is. Like, you have to remember that these are humans, that your parents are also individual people, and they're going to make their own choices, and they're going to do their own things. And as long as he's not hurting you, himself, anyone else, and he's not robbing people or killing the world, things will be all right. If you want more advice, send an email. notsogoodadvice19@gmail.com. On to the next one. Okay, this title goes, I'm disabled and my parents do not want to let me go. I have this disability where it makes me weak when compared to able-bodied people, and I can't walk. It doesn't affect my intellect. I just got admitted into Ivy League, which is 100% of tuition covered for a comp science major. Congratulations, bro. Smarter than me. However, the state of this school is not my home state, so I would have to move. The thing is, however, my parents do not want to go and prefer me to go to a community college here. However, you say however a lot. However, this could be a once in a lifetime opportunity for me, and I don't want to waste it. They said that there's no way I'm going alone to live on campus or anything like that. I am over 18 and I was trying to seek for financial help to get a caretaker there, but currently I have nothing. Even if I had a caretaker, they said they're not letting me go because they say they are the only ones who are going to take care of me. I do not know what to do. Wow. Wow, this one reminds me of Pinocchio. You are Pinocchio. You are the paraplegic, the disabled Pinocchio. Honestly, if you're over 18, just go. Just go. If it's really bothering you, I mean, look, like me, we all have something in our heart to be free as human beings. Why do you think we crossed the ocean even though we knew we were going to die? We crossed the ocean and we did it because we knew that we were probably going to die. But there was something inside us that wanted to travel and see the unknown and look for greatness. And that's you, brother. That is you. So if I were you, I would sit down with your parents or tell your parents to sit down and you remain seated and you just say, hey, I really want to do this. I'm over 18. This is my calling. I know. Side note, they do have programs for disabilities and disability departments for your schools that they do have caretakers and financial aid programs that do not involve other regular students, and you can probably really legit do this successfully. But back to the story. Yes, sit down with your parents and tell them this is my calling. I need to do this. I want to see the world. Do you love me like if I was normal? With a mom and dad, treat me like I was normal. I love you too, but I'm going to do this with or without you. And then pack your bags, get that stick with that little bandana hanging out outside of it with all your little chonies and underwear and toothbrush. Hang it over your shoulder, and then you push that electric cart outside the front door. And then they'll get the message. They'll be like, wow. My son is he's really going to do this. So you should do it. Do it as hard as you can, as much as you can. And honestly, Ivy League is very prestigious. Like you'll be like the next, Stephen Hawking's. Who knows? Like that's like a really good school, and you'll probably have the best time of your life. There'll be struggles, challenges, trials, and tribulations, but you'll have a great time. And look, join a fraternity. If you do go, maybe if fraternities aren't you, maybe it's not my thing. I never was in one. But go to the fraternity frat parties, bro. They will take you in so fast. You will be the party. You'll be the life of the party. I guarantee it. I guarantee you'll be the life of the party. And there's also, you'll probably find a girlfriend out there too. You probably will. So that's my advice. I say take that chance. You go do that. Okay. Next one. This one says, my girlfriend got admitted because of me. I broke up with my girlfriend a few days ago due to her cheating amongst some other guys. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. I read that horrible. Hold up. I broke up with my girlfriend a few days ago due to her cheating amongst some other things that we had been having issues with. Well, today she's been admitted to a psych ward because she tried to kill herself. I feel so guilty because she was begging for another chance for days, and I kept telling her that I couldn't tolerate her cheating because maybe in the future we could figure something out. I feel so awful. What do you think about this? I know in the other episode I said if they're going to hurt themselves, let them do it. We do not condone or tolerate people hurting other people, violence, or hurting themselves. We don't. And this is unfortunate if this really happened. But at the same time, it is a big sign to let you know that you dodged a bullet, my friend. You dodged a bullet, because if you were really with her and you stayed together and you gave her another chance, I don't think it would have been right. I don't think it would have helped you out. And how much did she try to kill herself? Was she close? Was she this close to succeeding? Or did she, just like, was it a horrible attempt that didn't really happen? Some people can be dramatic, and I don't want to call her dramatic, But like, it's crazy. And I also think if you, as much as it seems, how much as crazy I seem, I got a heart, okay? Maybe you should go visit her at the psych ward, okay? No, cheating is bad. She shouldn't have done it. I know. NBE. I know. But maybe you should go visit her at the psych ward. Maybe it would make you feel better, and it'll make her feel better. Don't tell her, don't make it seem like you're going to give her another chance. But like, maybe you should visit her, because if she's really feeling like that, I'm pretty sure she's feeling really lonely right now, in the cuckoo nest. Yeah, that's heavy, that's intense. But keep in mind that you probably did dodge a bullet, because if someone tries to hurt themselves, they're not all healthy up there, and they're not healthy enough to be in a relationship with you. You seem like you're, somewhat healthy, so I guess that's my advice, if that makes sense. Okay. I got time for one more. Let's see. Let me pick a good one. Okay. Let's say, how often do you judge another man's handshake? When I was in high school, every guy in class gave a handshake to every other guy in the morning. As a result, I'm sure everyone learned how to give a manly firm handshake. What school did you go to? Everyone was just shaking everyone's hand in the morning for like, what, 15 minutes? Okay. I'm sure everyone learned how to give a manly, firm handshake. Nowadays, whenever I shake another man's hand, I secretly judge his handshake, especially if it's one of those limp, floppy handshakes. Is this a thing other men also do? Do women also judge this? Please let me know. And also, I'm ready for the handshake genitals joke. I don't know that joke. You gotta tell me that joke. I think every man's man judges a handshake. I know I do. I know all my friends usually do. Because, when you shake a man's hand, don't squeeze aggressively. Don't squeeze. But squeeze, shake pretty firm. Shake firmly like that. Because when I do shake a guy's hand, and it's like, we got that awkward, like, and he cuts me off halfway, and then I'm going like this. What the fuck is that? I hate that shit. There's been times where I want to go like shake someone's hand, and and he just gives me the paw like this, like as if he's like a the Jarl or the king, and he gives me his paw, and I have to don't do that. Don't do that. I'm judging. I always judge, but I'm judging super hard if you're doing that. So I've shooken some ladies' hands, and they give me the palm, and I just I do that. If they ever give you the limp handshake, like the Jarl handshake, the king, just give her a little kiss, because they wanna act like the king, the bishop. They wanna act like the pope. Well, then treat them like the pope. Give their hand a little kiss. Give her a little kiss. And if you're really crazy, start going up, and then he'll really start to get the message. And just if he backs up, be like, hey, what? Like, you give me the handshake. What? But in all seriousness, yes, you shake a man's hand like a man. Fun fact, where the handshake comes from? Way back in the days when they didn't have guns, they had swords, daggers, claymores, cutlass. They had, swords or warhammers, axes. And, when people come up across each other, they would either draw or they would have a sword hidden. So to let people know you were friendly and you come in peace, you would reach out your hand to let them know, hey, I come in peace. I'm not armed. Shake my hand. And people would shake, and then you guys would, be cordial and peace. That's a fun fact. So yes, I judge handshakes hard. I judge myself hard. I judge everyone hard. But that's why. Because I love you guys. I love you guys, and I love myself, and I love the beautiful world full of beautiful people. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Like, comment, subscribe. Sorry I was busting my teeth in the middle of this. You guys caught me off guard. Love you guys.